Hello guys, welcome back. It's Jesse Keys and today I'm going to be showing you something special. Now if you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you get notified immediately I upload a new video. Today I'm going to be teaching on passing chords and the tutorial will be on the key of F major. Now this is going to be like a master class from beginner to advanced passing chords because I'll be showing about 10 different ways, 10 or 9 different ways of passing chords. So first, I'm going to be using the song Great Are You Lord because it has the 4 basic chord progressions, which are the 1, the 4, the 5 and the 6. So let me play the song without adding passing chords first. Now, I explained the circle of fourths and fifths in the morning, so I'm going to start by teaching you how to apply the circle of fifths as passing chords in this song. It can be applied in any key to any chord. So, let's begin. Now we want to go to D minor. So on the scale of D minor, we need to find the fifth, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth is A, which means we can use A major as a passing chord to D minor. We can use A major or A minor, but I prefer using the major chords. So let's try it out. See that? So I did that. So you like that movement, right? Like what I did there was simply use the A major, which is the fifth on the scale of D minor. So I just now I could have played it like this or like this, but like keeping the melody on top of my chord. When I say keeping it on top, that means playing any chord, the melody should be the last note, the highest note. So that's why I did this. Because this is now moving to the next chord, we're on D minor. Now we are going to B flat. So what's the fifth on B flat? I think there should be F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the major scale of B flat, F is the fifth. So it's our one chord, which means we have no problem with that. Now, there's actually no need to add passing chords in this end because this alone is enough for that, because adding passing chords there will make it sound like you're overplaying, and trust me, you don't want to sound like you're overplaying. Now I'm going to move on to the circle of fourths. Applying the circle of fourths as passing chords. Still using the same song. still on the same key. So we have now we are going to D minor. On the major scale of D, what is the fourth note? 2, 3, 4, which is G. That's G. So how do we fit that in? So adding G major won't work. Okay, it might work, but I don't like that sound. I'm going to be serious. I don't like the G major as a passing chord to D minor. So instead of using the G major, I'm going to use the G minor. So there was this, the G minor dominant seventh. Why I added this F on top is because I'm following the melody of the song. So what I held there was G on my left, G and D on my left, on my right, G, B flat, D, F. So back to the D minor chord. Now I'm going to B flat. So the fourth note on the major scale of B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is D, D sharp. So now see what I did there. I just used the D sharp chord inverted, sure. So on my left I'm holding D sharp, on my right I'm holding G, B flat, and D sharp. So all together for the circle of fourths for now. Now, how about we try a combination of the circle of fifths and the circle of fourths as passing chords. So, remember the fifth we used A, and on the fourth we used G. This G minor, dominant seventh. So how do we add that? See that? All I did was just use the first one, which is the circle of fourths, and then come up to the circle of fifths, and back to my D minor chord. Then the next part is now moving to B flat. The fifth is F. The fourth is D sharp. So using the fifth and then over to the fourth, which is this sharp, as a passing chord. Then add passing chords to this ending part, you can, and that'll be your exercise. So I can see how far you've gone on this. But I won't be doing that for the purpose of time. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. So now we've learned how to use the circle of fifths as passing chords, use the circle of fourths, combination of the circle of fifths and the circle of fourths. So let's move into the 2-5-1 passing chords. Alright. So moving to D minor, we find the scale, the major scale of D minor, and we go to the 2. This is the 2. This is the 5. This is the 2, and this is the 1. So we have E as the 2, and we have A as the 5, and D as the 1. Remember, on the major scale of your diatonic chords, the 2 is always a minor chord, and the 5 is always a major chord. So using the 2-5-1 is still the same concept. We're going to be using the 2 as a minor, so we are going to be playing E minor, and we're going to be playing E major. So I used E first, E minor, which you can play like this, and I didn't play like this because the melody will be dissonant, so I used this higher inversion, and then so moving to B flat. Moving to this B flat, we go to the major scale and find the 2 and the 5, because we already know the 1 is B flat. So this is the 2, this is the 2, this is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 2 and this is the 5. So now using that as passing chords, using the 2-5-1. So what I did there, I actually used the C minor, and then I used the F major. But if I'm actually playing this song, let me show you how to play it. Because I'm pulling the melody. So I add this note, this F on top, and this nice F major 7th chord, and but you can still do this. And basically, that's the 2-5-1 passing chord and its application. Now, in summary of this 2-5-1, when you want to move to a chord, let's take B flat as an example. You're on F and you want to move to B flat. You find the second note on B flat major scale and the 5th note on B flat major scale. So the second note is C and the 5th note is F. So we just use the second note as a minor chord and then the 5th note as a major chord, and we get over to B flat. So that's all for the 2-5-1 passing chords. Now, how to spice up the 2-5-1 passing chords? How to do that is what I'll be explaining now. We can do that by adding a dominant seventh. Now, how do we add a dominant seventh? Remember, the 2 is a minor chord, and then the 5 is a major chord. So how about we change that 5 from a major chord to a dominant seventh chord? Now, for those who don't know the meaning of a dominant seventh chord, I'm going to be explaining that. A dominant seventh chord is just to flatten the 7th note on your major scale. Now, we are on F, and we have our major scale. This is the 7th note, so just to flatten it. So we are on F. If we add this is F dominant 7th. So how do we apply this? Now remember I said we are using the 2-5-1, adding a dominant 7th. Now the 2, we are going to D minor. The 2 is E minor, so we play the E. And then the dominant 7th should be A. So A dominant 7th. Now this is A. This is A major. Playing the dominant 7th is, this is the 7th. This is the dominant 7th. So what I'm having here is A, E, A. On my right, C sharp, E, G. This is the 9 C sharp diminished chord and over A. So how to apply it? I use the E and then use the dominant 7th. No need adding the A because the A is already on my left. So you can still add it if you want. So going to B flat. We have the 2 as this. C minor and the 5 as F. So using the 5 now, the dominant 7th is this. This is the F dominant 7th. So we're going to be using the inversion, or we can still use this. Anyone you prefer, just make sure you're holding and this. So and just finish it up. So now the next one I'll be doing is a diminished movement to the 6th chord, which is, when I say the 6th, the relative minor, that is D minor, because D minor is the 6th note on the major scale of F. So the diminished movement is this. Now adding the diminished movement. Now let me explain that. What I did there was, on my left, I started with, so yeah, just to walk up from G, G sharp, A, so yeah, G, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and D. On my right, I started on B flat and moved chromatically to B, moved to C sharp, and then I used this nice diminished G that is G sharp, B, and D. And then this diminished B flat chord, that is B flat, C sharp, and E. And so that takes me to my D minor chord. So taking that slowly. So moving on to the next passing chord, a chromatic movement to the fourth. Actually, this diminished movement was borrowed from Johann Keane in his reharmonization of As the Deer, where he did something like. So there is another movement he did there which I picked up, which is the chromatic movement to the fourth from the sixth. Great are you, Lord. So you cannot do Now let me explain that. You're on the sixth and you want to go to the fourth. You just you hold your sixth down, which is D minor, D and A, and on your right hand you hold this C major sixth. So C, E, G, A, and you just then you move over to this C sharp on your left, and on your right B, D sharp, G sharp, a chromatic movement. Coming down, remember it's a chromatic movement. You can hold this like this. On your left, C, G. On your right, B flat, sorry, D, D sharp, and G. If you can't put this D sharp, you can still leave it out. And then you come to the one chord, which is F major, to the 4. So then we have so, and that's that. Now moving to the last, okay, second to the last, passing scales. Now using scales, you know, when you're just starting off a worship session, you don't want to start doing all those plenty chords. What you're supposed to do there are passing scales, which you can hear. Soft tones. So I'm going to be teaching the pentatonic run I usually use in some of my videos. So let me break that down. And I'm going to use it to get to the sixth. Here I'll go to. So what I did there is I made use of the pentatonic scale, which is but I started off on the third note, which is A, and I just did the walk down, and then I came up to the G again, and then I came up to the F, just coming down. I know some of you may remember this sound. If you don't remember it, you're still small. Okay, so just try getting it slowly. And keep running down the keyboard until you get used to it so you can be fast. And I think you can use another movement. You can do just anything. Just the pentatonic scale works on any chord you're holding. If you're playing in the key of F, if you're holding B flat, you can use the pentatonic scale. If you're holding C major, you can still do the same thing. Any chord you're holding, the pentatonic scale will work for you. So, the last part for today is going to be making use of this pitch bend over here. You see, most of us have never even touched it for once since we started playing our keyboard. So now let me show you a trick. So now you like that sound, right? That's the power of the pitch bend. You see, not only the lead guitarist can do that, your keyboard can also do it. I'll be doing a proper lesson on this pitch bend soon enough, but here I'm just going to introduce the concept. So what I did was I raised the pitch bend up and brought it down. And that's what I did there. And this brings us to the end of our lesson. If you've not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you get notified immediately I upload a new video. See you in our next lesson.